Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing great. Welcome back to my channel. This is Vikash Garg. In this video, we are going to discuss about two most popular big data processing framework, MapReduce and Spark. So without wasting time, let's discuss about them. MapReduce and Spark are two popular framework used in industry which is used for big data processing workloads. So let's discuss about MapReduce first. So MapReduce is a programming model or a software framework for processing large data set in a distributed and parallel manner, which is the central theme of big data. So the central theme of big data is nothing but we are going to distribute our workload across different nodes in the cluster, and we are going to utilize the compute of different nodes, and we are going to consolidate the results from each node, and we are going to generate our output. So MapReduce works on that principle. It was first introduced by Google and then went open source by Apache Hadoop. MapReduce divides the data processing into two stages, map and reduce. So in map phase, the input divided into small chunks, and each chunk is processed independently on different node or a machine. And in reduce phase, basically what we do that we gather the you can say the process result from each and every node or machine. We combine them, we consolidate them, and generate a final output. Spark, on the other hand, is a unified analytics engine. So analytics engine means that it is a kind of a package where you can use the Spark for a variety of loads. You can do machine learning also, you can do you can train a model also, you can do your big data processing also. It was developed by the Apache Foundation and designed to be faster and more flexible than MapReduce. So why Spark basically came into existence? Because MapReduce was pretty slow and we want something faster which can process the millions of rows, or you can say terabytes and petabytes of data within certain minutes. And that's why Spark became so popular, and it is one of the, you can say, widely used tool or big data processing framework across the industry. So Spark provides a general purpose programming interface for working with different data, and which includes API for batch processing as well as the streaming data. So where MapReduce lags was it was only used for batch processing, whereas in Spark you can leverage it for batch processing as well as the streaming data. Streaming data is nothing, just a real-time data where you can ingest the data from Kafka into Spark, or Spark has also its own built-in streaming, and you can use for machine learning and graph processing. So Spark also include distributed computing engine similar to MapReduce. It also works on the central theme of big data, that is distributed storage and distributed processing, which allows it to process the data in memory. So whereas your MapReduce need to rely on physical storage for reading and writing the data, whereas in Spark it only reads the data once, and everything, what are the transformation and action that it does, it's within the memory, which makes it much and terrifically faster than MapReduce. Now compared to MapReduce, what are the advantages that Spark has? So one of the key factor is speed, which basically led the Spark to gain its popularity. Spark is faster than MapReduce because to process the data it need not to rely on physical storage like the MapReduce. It can process the data within memory, in memory, inside RAM, or you can say inside different clusters, whatever, in a in a node, different nodes, and it need not to rely for read, or you can say the physical read and write between the disk, and makes it much faster. Now second one is the flexibility. So flexibility is nothing means MapReduce, whereas MapReduce only you have to write the code or logic in Java. Whereas flexibility, Spark API allows you to read or write the data in variety of languages. You can write the code in Python, you can write your code in Scala, you can write your code in R, okay, and you can also write it in Java, and it's provide a lot of API where you can play around with data, you can train your model, you can do your streaming processing, you can ingest the data from the Kafka, you can schedule your Spark job via Airflow. So a lot of flexibility in terms of you can say orchestration, and overall, where you need to process the large chunks of data via pipeline. So it's all rely inside the Spark, which is one of the key popularity framework for the Spark. And ease of use. So Spark API are easier to use than MapReduce low-level programming interface, because generally when you write MapReduce logic, you need to be expertise, and you need to write very complex data processing pipelines. And here in Spark, you need not to write much complex code. You can simply write small logics and get your job done. Now, similar to that, MapReduce still has some advantages in certain use cases. For example, cost effective. So Spark generally it is a fast, but Spark comes with its own cost, because if you're processing your data very fast, definitely it requires a lot of compute and power and storage, which basically can lead to increase in certain cost. Whereas MapReduce require few resources than Spark. It is more cost effective solution where your workload or data processing loads are smaller. Stability, where I can say that, yeah, MapReduce is more stable. It is a, you can say, ancient technology which evolved over the years, and it is widely adopted by the industry. It's tested well, and it's more mature technology than Spark. Spark is new, although it's mature, but not compared to you can say MapReduce. So on the stability wise, yeah, definitely it is the stable and reliable solution for large scale data processing. So yeah, each one has its own advantages, disadvantages, pros and cons. So in summary, let's summarize this. So while both MapReduce and Spark have their strengths and weaknesses, so Spark generally is considered when you have large scale pipelines or large data loads where you want to process, and you have good budget, and you want to process the data very fast on a large scale solution for data processing. However, MapReduce can still be good choice for certain use cases where your data processing is not at that phenomenal level. It's cost effectiveness when you have budget constraint, and you don't have any performance or optimization flexibility. So both are widely used in industry. So definitely Spark gain a lot of popularity. It's mainly because of its ease of use and its various collaboration with different APIs and different programming languages. So yeah, in this video, this was a quick summary of Spark versus MapReduce. So in another video, we will going to cover each and every framework in detail, that what is MapReduce and what is Spark. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much. Please like, comment and subscribe, and motivate me to bring these kind of content for my lovely audience. Thank you so much.